Smell it.
Yeah, that's not going to end well for anybody. Okay, guys. So first off, I had a meeting with the lawyers this morning, and I have to read this to keep the lawyers happy. So this broadcast is being convened without permission, supervision, or support of the Seattle RC Racers Competition Committee. Any appearances made by any members of the comp committee are purely coincidental. And in addition, this broadcast references actions performed by idiots or under the immediate supervision of idiots. Accordingly, Shit Show Island and its producers must insist that no one attempt or recreate or reenact any of the shit showiness presented within. You are being recorded. I mean this for real. This is not a joke. This particular screenshot is from a Zoom meeting where this nice lady forgot she was being recorded, and let me zoom it in, and dropped the deuce in front of her coworkers. Actually, you can see this gal down in front center here in her reaction. So yeah, look it up. It's video online. It's kind of amazing.
Nice.
So with that in mind,
Nice.
Yay, award ceremony.
I'm really curious how this is going to work when school starts Monday and they're going to have classes with over 50 students online.
They're going to run into bandwidth issues for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Come on.
No.
It's a joke at work right now. Nothing works.
We had to buy 2 new VPN cards because our first one was getting bombarded.
It's going to be nuts, I can tell.
It says about to start.
Barely
Recording is about to start. John. Hi, John.
I can't see you, Jake. Are you hiding?
Huh? This is not Jake.
Jesse, are you there?
Yo, I'm here.
You want to kick us off?
No, Kyle, you look ridiculous. I can't hear you.
I'm fine. Precautions, man. I took a page from Jake. I got all dressed up.
Oh, nice.
It definitely. Can you guys hear me okay? Does this work?
Get Jesse a ladder. He can't reach the microphone.
Oh, you know what?
Oh.
That's cool, man.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. Forget this.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's we'll get into this here. So anyway, there's a whole point behind this, doing this online. And really it's just because, well, we should be racing right now. That freaking sucks. But you know, we just wanted to do something, have a little fun, be able to have a couple of laughs, and recognize the fact that we powered through a season that might not have been the easiest. We had a few bumps in terms of canceled dates, and we had issues. Oh my God. It's so hard to talk watching Andrew do his like short low.
Oh.
So I can only see 4 people now. What's that about?
I think.
Oh my God. These motherfuckers is retarded. I don't gotta turn nothing down.
Oh, and there's Johnny.
Oh, my bad. I forgot y'all can hear me. I'm over talking shit. They can hear me.
You can only see your head, dude. Like the very top of your head.
There we go.
Your head's too big. It doesn't fit on the screen.
Yeah, you have to back up like 7 or 8 feet, Donnie.
All right. So we're doing it online because it beats not doing this at all. So just want to say thanks for a great season.
Because nobody want to touch and be around you diseased motherfuckers. That's why. Oh.
Well, I came prepared. I got some Lysol. I had 1 can of Corona, some hand sanitizer.
Tell Andrew to go drink a cup of bleach.
Oh, no. He's going to put that back on. All right. So let me get the screen share back on.
Something on zip.
Yeah, that's always a danger with Andrew. So,
turn it up for you?
Speaking of all the legalese stuff, I thought you guys might get a kick out of this. This was the takedown note we got from YouTube after one of our videos violated Marvin Gaye and Celine Dion's copyright laws. So Oh, that was kind of funny. I found that when I was rooting through some shit, so I figured that'd be worth it.
That was pretty awesome.
So let me show you guys, if you've never not used Teams, let me show you a little bit on how to use this stuff. So this is the Teams console that you should all be seeing in some form or another. If you click this little camera thing here, that's going to turn the camera on. So, and then the little microphone mutes you and unmutes you. Click the little text box here with the chat or with the words for chat. The one next to it with the people is to see who's in the meeting. And then this is an idiot. Clear? Any questions? Good. So I thought maybe Todd and Jesse could just kind of talk through the season and kind of what happened. I put some just in terms of just the different clubs. And since we've got John JT here, maybe he could talk about the scene north of the border.
Do you mean now?
Now's good. Oh, or Todd or any of you guys come off mute and just, yeah. How was your season?
Okay, I'll take it from here, I guess. I'll just say what I was thinking about this earlier today. Honestly, I think if we look around, I just would like to put sort of a, despite this truncated season and the unfortunate early end, I would say that I think we need to step back and take stock and recognize that things are actually going pretty well for all of the clubs around here. Nora had a great, strong season. Rose City has been steady and pulling in their regular crew of racers. Canada, particularly up in Richmond, you guys are knocking it out every time you get together.
Yeah.
And Hangar 30, we're the only midweek program, so it's going to be always a bit smaller. But you know what? I'll say we had a nice, strong season. We had a good regular turnout, and that was despite, I think, a couple of at least 1.5 seasons trailing where I was struggling with a huge turnover at the park to get things scheduled in a regular way. And so that people didn't really have we didn't have a good regular schedule. And that's always a hard kind of headwind to buck. Plus we had we had one canceled day and one, we screwed up one thing on our end with the long running over. All the same, we still had regular turnouts. And so I think on-road, I mean it, I think on-road's hanging tough. Yeah, everyone likes to talk about how great carpet off-road is, and the guys up there are having super much fun and good on them. But I think we're doing fine. On-road's hanging in. And I think we need to put a more hopeful face on it than some of us maybe have been inclined to have this season. It's been okay. Yeah. Jesse?
Yeah, I think, can you guys hear me fine?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I think to add on to that, I think for all the, like I said, all the fanfare that off-road has gotten, which rightfully so, I think on-road in the Northwest it's done its thing. I think we had an awesome season up at Nora. We had solid fun racing at the hangar. I had a good time going up to Canada for the first time ever this year, so that was cool. It's good, man. I mean, we're having fun. We're doing our thing and we're enjoying it. I mean, that's all you can ask for.
Yep.
It's been good.
And I think of, I think you can tell, you look at these 4 clubs which represent, the racing along this I-5 corridor, all clubs, right? I mean, I think that's clearly the business model which is working and surviving. We are 3 of the 4 are set up teardown. We clearly have that operating model figured out. And when we have to, we have figured out how to keep racing affordable. We've had to work around to varying degrees, really high rates of rent. We have found solutions for that. So I think we've gotten smart and we are surviving pretty well. I'd love to hear from John, since you're here, how you guys feel your season up there went.
Yeah, it was a great season for us. Record highs, consistently high turnouts. We had a weird thing with 12 scale where they tried to start this 2-cell thing and it died off pretty quick. but our front wheel drive class is starting to build. But in general, it's scale spec and stock that really blew up. Like we're talking 80% of the club races we had D mains in those classes. So
Wow.
I mean that's a great thing to have. That's basically better than most of our last few big chills, right? So
You know, I
it's,
don't think anyone mentioned
yeah.
it, but Nora had a club record lap this season as well. They broke a club record on entries this season.
You're
Yeah,
right,
so I
Sarah.
think things are trending up. I'm not sure, like I've had a couple of queries where people are like, well, what are you guys doing that's causing, this big boom? And honestly, I think we've put our heads down and we've learned from all the other clubs what we like and what we don't like, and we just kind of kept hammering at it, and then people started showing up, and we've just been growing since then. We have a lot of old timers that are still around, lots of new guys joining us as well. And, we try and keep it fun and keep it tidy, and the setup and teardown crew is great. So that helps us a lot. And I honestly would like to say we're kind of like Seattle Saturdays, maybe a couple of years ago when you guys were rolling in the hundreds for entries.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to keep it up. But as far as I'm telling, like the club execs, it's just, ride it out, enjoy it, because you don't know what's going to happen. And if something goes wrong, we can work on fixing it. But for now, we're just going to leave it.
Well, I
John,
think
did you guys had D mains, like as in douchebag D?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I think, John, I mean, just the main thing is just keep your overhead low and keep showing up. You guys clearly have a strong race organization there. I think people are clearly expecting, and you are delivering on a well-run day. And just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah. I'm loving it. Like we put a lot of work in the last basically 10 years, and for it to be peaking, and we're just enjoying what it is and seeing where it goes.
Yep. Great.
But obviously we have you guys to thank, because from touring all the different tracks and learning how you guys run things, we learned how to improve our track setup, our teardown, track tools, like the taping tool. That's great. Just it's been a lot of learning and sharing our knowledge. So hopefully that continues between all the on-road clubs.
Yeah, I think it will.
I think everybody's worked together pretty well.
Yep.
Top to bottom, from Canada all the way down to Oregon. It's been good.
So we can kind of hear you, Jesse, but it sounds like you're 1,000 miles away. At some point, there may be a joke here about not being able to reach the counter.
You know what? Okay.
He's angry.
All right, I'm gonna hang up on this call. I'm gonna try this now.
Oh, there you are.
Shut
You're
up.
fine. Did you get on Dad's shoulders or something to lean in?
Shut your effing mouth. God, I hate you.
While we're hating on Jesse here, are you guys getting me just fine? Anybody? Bueller? You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Brian.
Okay, checking, because I feel like a ghost. So
Father Time.
And there's Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
I love you too.
Anything else we want to talk about with season recaps?
This is like Hollywood Squares, man.
Maybe just briefly, I guess we can just talk about the big races that these four clubs, well, I guess we didn't have a big race, but
We didn't?
no,
Oh.
not a trophy race. But Rose City, they had a nice race down there. That one deserves to be better attended because it's a fun weekend, and their track is great, and they have some good racers down there. 12 scale is hot, and that Rose City, the Sasquatch Challenge in the fall, I think that's one that we need to collectively, share a little more enthusiasm for, because they do a nice job, and I've gone down there the last 2 years and had a great time. And of course, Richmond hosts the Big Chill, and that's kind of been our big fall race, and they continue to do a great job with that race. And I just really want to extend, gratitude towards them, because that's a huge ask. That weekend is a big effort by that club,
Yeah.
They continue to do it, and really just thank you, John. I think if you're the only representative of that group on this call, please, I ask you to just extend that thank you back to the core guys that really,
Yeah, well,
bear the
for
burden.
sure.
And I know you're one of the big ones, but to Chris and to Doug and the rest of those guys, just make sure they hear it from us.
Yep.
Again, how much we appreciate that effort, because it's a special race for us in the fall, and you guys do a great job.
Thanks for
I
that.
know,
Yeah, I'll tell them
I
for
know
sure.
the timing of. Hey, there I am. I know the timing of the race. I really wanted to get up to Richmond and go and run a little bit, and I really wanted to get down to Rose City and go do one more run, but the whole virus thing kind of took us out at the heels, and of course I never like the timing of Richmond. It kind of lined up on our schedule, and we didn't get to do it, right? So
Yep.
it kind of sucked. But I understand the logistics. So did Jesse get back on board?
Oh,
That's Donnie.
Donnie's hiding God knows what. And he's back on me.
Fucking Chucky.
Damn it, Jake.
We can't do anything. We try so hard.
He wins.
We try so hard.
I want you guys to look at who's on this call and ask yourselves, maybe this is why on-road isn't any bigger than it is.
No, this is self-governing. It's going to screw into the ground, and it's going to be over.
Because all y'all's a bunch of degenerate, retarded motherfuckers. That's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I see is a
And we're just doing charity by letting that little midget Jesse hang out with us. I
I saw
don't
you
think
the
he's
other
tall
day
enough to
running
really
around in
race
the
cars.
garbage truck.
All right, Kyle, what's the next slide?
All right. We're going to get it going here. Bear with me 1 second.
Hey, is Jesse going to be posing on top of the trophies?
No, Andrew's our trophy girl. Close, though.
No, I think Jesse could be one of the little figures on the trophy.
Next year. We've got a bit more budget for it. So I know we've all got different shops we like to shop at and everything else, but I just want to kind of pause for a second. We've got a lot of local hobby shops that are online, that sell online, and even more that are brick and mortar. So I know we're all watching money, and money is really tight right now. But a lot of those hobby shops, I start thinking about what's going on with the economy, and I start to think about a lot of shit, but hobby shops in particular, I think are going to get hit hard. So if you're in a financial situation where you can pull the trigger, and when things start opening back up, think about supporting your hobby shops, because I think they're probably going to be testing the waters and potentially making some hard decisions here real fast.
Yeah, actually, I hope an old trend that used to happen in the past, back in the day when I worked at a hobby shop, it was always interesting when we had downturns. It was actually a time that things picked up on the hobby industry.
I have heard that. I hope that's the case, Alex.
I really do. I hope it is as well. And it's up to us to actually be part of that, obviously, but it does tend to pick up a little bit, and let's hope it does.
It's going to take degenerates like us spending money we shouldn't be to keep the hobby going.
Well, I'm getting yelled at on a weekly basis. It's like, stop. I have a car to build.
All right. So that was sort of semi-serious. So now we're going to play a little game that I created, and bear with me here. It's called Shit Show Island Image Association. And there's some pretty complicated rules here. You're going to have to come off mute, and you're going to have to shout out a story from the picture. And if no one knows the story, I'll make something up. So that's basically it. We'll start with a really easy one here. Is Mike on?
It's Jesse.
Well, actually, now it is.
Jesse at Halloween.
So the story here is that Mr. Boyle has us little people. So more than anything, you just want to get a rise out of Mike. You talk about little people in a disparaging way, and he gets real defensive and righteous.
So was that Jesse on Halloween when he was getting ready to try to race?
No, that was Jesse on Friday.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh god.
That looks like a fun weekend in Port Angeles.
That was so nasty.
I got
take
4 of
this
those in
one.
my drawer.
So what's stuff
That
about
was-
this is
that
that
was it.
my wife wants a dog toy.
The dog toy.
This is a dog
Oh, that's not
toy.
the jumbo one. I have 4 of those.
No. But
I stepped on that earlier and had to throw my shoe away.
so it was on the floor when a few of the guys came over for a barbecue, and Boyle damn near tripped over his own feet. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" Because it's just on the floor in my living room. So yeah,
Hey
Okay,
Kyle,
here's-
did it fall out your butt?
it did not. Thanks,
Is that
Tony.
why it was on the floor? Was your butthole like too stretched out? That thing couldn't stay?
And we're moving on. So anybody recognize this thing? Corey?
Fanny pack. Yeah. There was a grilled cheese sandwich convention at the hangar just before we were going to race in the gym one Saturday, and I went there, and Rebecca had won that, and then we gave it to Andrew afterwards, and it kind of stuck for a little while.
He wore it everywhere. He wore it marshaling. He wore it on the stand.
Yeah,
And Jesse took it over. Yeah, I still have it.
that's good.
Son of a bitch didn't bring it to time zone.
There we go.
Speaking of, Corey, do you want to tell us about this? Or
fuck.
I don't even remember when this was taken, but you guys found a really creepy picture of me.
I think it was
Posted
IC. IC.
yeah,
Might
you were
have
being
been.
all serious and shit.
Yeah, I was probably not doing very good at that one. Yeah.
So that's a,
well,
that's a look of like, guys, I'm trying to be serious, and we didn't care.
And I stuffed my 12 scale under the 2x4.
yep. Rick Howard had to use power tools to get it out of the track. Yeah.
So because we're good friends, Corey, we made this flyer. And then we took it on the road. It's the men's room in the broiler.
That's where I've seen that.
Yeah.
Still there.
So imagine walking into the men's room and just seeing that looking at you with no context.
You guys realize I haven't been back to the broiler since you guys have done that, right?
Yeah, you're banned from the premises, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Kathy would kick him out in a second.
This was a good one. Jake, you remember this?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mr. Boyle, he decided to pancake himself during a race, trying to turn marshal. I went over there and tried to help him up. He wouldn't take my hand, so it looked like I was standing over him. So I added that little caption.
Yeah.
You know, football has a no taunting rule.
Right.
We don't follow that.
Yeah, that would be in our playbook, rule book.
This is one I took. I'm the lucky soul that actually went in and saw the hangar on the day that we got canceled. This is the day we got bumped. This was part of the conference that was set up there, and I couldn't leave it well enough alone, so I went ahead and laid out the palm trees and took a picture just so I could kind of lift my leg and claim the situation. It was petty, but it made me a little bit happy. This was pretty cool because I was at IIC minding my own business with a handful of you guys, and I turned around and there's freaking the Bennetts, who were down south somewhere in Arizona or someplace warm, and just decided on a whim to hop in the minivan and bomb up to IIC for a couple of days and cheer us on and do some gambling and all that shit. So just ask you guys to keep both the Bennetts in your thoughts here, because they're definitely at risk with all this shit going around.
Yeah.
For sure.
George, I think I saw you on.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
I don't understand this one, George. What happened?
It's complicated. Okay, we made some bad decisions.
It is not
few- a
complicated
few.
at all, George.
Yeah, and by the way, is Sarah on here still? Sarah and
Bad
Jesse,
or
both of
good?
you. This was
What's the Rocky Mountain Bear filler?
Filler?
It's not a bear filler.
Yep, filler's correct. It's
Oh, I like this one.
concoction they make up in Canada where nobody really knows what's in it. It's just a lot of alcohol.
No, John knows what's in it. He can tell
I
us.
thought JT ordered these.
I tried. They didn't have them that day. I don't think
They were out of bear fuckers.
they were out of bear fuckers.
They weren't gonna make them.
It's either like 151 tequila and rum or 151 rum and something.
Oh,
Corey's
Yeah, it's
favorite,
great.
151.
They just
Oh,
take
yeah.
all the slop. They just take all the slop trough from the back, from the inside of the bar, and then they slop it down into a jar, pour a bunch of 151 on it, and
Oh, the overpour.
Yeah.
yeah,
That sounds
and
delicious.
just it's great.
Guys, how much longer is the meeting going to be? I got something to watch.
that's okay. Pornhub's on 24/7. You're good.
Yeah, 24.
So George,
no,
you saw
he
somebody.
watches Star Trek at 8:00 every day.
So George, you saw somebody order one.
No, I did not. I was waiting.
Blame the Canadian.
I thought they were going to order me one, but it never happened.
We got you a Long Island iced tea instead.
Right.
Oh.
And then we did the water shots, which
Yeah.
I'm not sure what was going on there.
Well, we thought it was actual shots. That's why I lined up next to you because there were like 3 of them on the thing, right? And I was gonna like give you at least 1 shot break, and then we manned up and tipped them back, and it was like, oh, it's like water.
Right.
Wasn't soy sauce.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
Andrew, you remember this?
Oh yeah.
I
Those are some
actually-
beautiful
there's Andrew
memories.
peering-
So wait,
There's Andrew's bald ass head peering behind Jeff here in the middle. I just noticed that.
It's like a cyst.
so was it bad that I first noticed like the short shorts that Mike's wearing?
Yeah.
I know.
Got
The
a-
business
got
is
a
all
junk
hung up
veggie.
in the.
The bunches of
no,
shorts and
no.
his white ass calves.
Yeah.
So having a keg in the pits is typically not a great idea, as evidenced by this.
Oh, jeez.
So this was the demise of our first palm tree because I might have taped it to Andrew's groin and he proceeded to fuck start Mike's head.
Yeah.
Oops.
He couldn't unhinge his jaw the way I wanted.
Oh, F1.
Brian, what's
Number
this?
1.
That's Brian enjoying his F1 car.
Oh my God, that car was amazing.
Yeah, it looks like
I should have taken a motor spray and just torched the son of a bitch.
Yeah, there he is enjoying it some more.
So Brian, we're always supportive of you in your time of need. So we might have printed it as a flyer and put it on the wall in the John.
Nice. You guys are awesome. F1.
Many years ago, Brian drove a TC, and it was pretty much the same thing.
Hey, is Jesse standing next to one of them little really short urinals?
It was
No,
in a-
Can't be
It was
a
in the
full size one.
So much fun.
There's no explanation about this one, but it's my favorite picture of Todd, and it comes up every time he calls me. So I just wanted to show everyone else. I think
We're
I
outside the boiler, right?
texted Brian. He was away
We
somewhere.
texted Brian because he ditched us that night. So I
Yeah,
got a
after my
special
first
greeting
beer.
for Brian.
Oh yeah, where was I? I was like in Europe or some damn thing. Right?
Yeah, that was me thinking of you, Brian, because you weren't
Number
with us.
one. Sit and spin.
Yep.
No, I was in. Okay, that doesn't look good.
That was a rough night.
Yes, this was the last night of IIC. This was our table with the German. That was only one of our rounds. There were more. The only decent beer there, and I say decent in air quotes, was frickin' Shock Top. So I drank Jesse's weight in Shock Top that night. And lest we forget, our homeboy Willie, who is in Taiwan right now, and he's going to be there a while. So spare a thought for Willie too, as he's trying to figure out how the hell to get home. He and Mike have a special relationship. They spend a lot of time together. Some may say too much time together, but they're like this weird little sort of bosom buddy thing going on. So just wanted to take a moment to celebrate that while we could.
Yep.
Willie's first beer.
Hey, Stuart.
Oh,
what happened here?
So, Jesse's short, and I make fun of him for it. And he
Really?
decided to turn my pit on its face. And afterwards, I proceeded to pack up all his stuff and hide it in the bathroom.
See, Stuart's so tall that his head's cut off in his camera photo right now.
Oh, wait, can you guys see me?
Top of your head's cut off. Adds to this whole thing of you making fun of him being short.
Okay.
How that
Well,
worked.
Anyways, my phone's acting up, so.
All right.
Enough of him.
So last one, let's end on thinking about our happy place. We got a kick-ass track. We're pretty fortunate that way, guys. You can still do all your social distancing stuff and go out and turn some laps. So at least I think. I don't think we haven't been told not to do that yet, I don't think. So as long as we're being smart about stuff, we've got a place where we can go and actually enjoy our hobby, which is pretty sweet. Most hobbies can't do that. So
yeah, I was there this weekend thinking I was going to go check out the track, see how it was doing, thinking it was going to be pretty empty. It was packed, both sides, the on-road side and the off-road side. Were just a lot of people were there. It was pretty cool. But yeah, no social. I mean, there was, yeah, the stand. There wasn't a lot of social distancing going on the stand, I will have to say. But what can you do? It was busy. Beautiful day too.
all right, Brian, how's your audio? Can we?
I don't know. Can
there
you hear me?
go. Hear you. So can we ask you to go through the awards, our season points? Now, Todd. Actually, before we do that, Todd, are we getting
Yes.
cups?
Yeah, we'll have cups to start off the next season.
What do they look like?
It'll be glassware. I mean, we don't have them yet. I mean, our cup people have been down in Vegas and they just been staying there. But they'll be the same, similar kind of glassware that we've gotten in seasons past. Something that's actually useful for us to keep around and enjoy the memories of our efforts of seasons past as we drink our morning coffee or do whatever we do with them. So be
Tell them to bring their ass home and make the shit.
Yeah.
You need to go pick them up and I can drive them up.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a
Yeah,
small
you're going to want
delivery
to wash
fee.
them first. If Andrew picks them up, they're going to have the faint whiff of testicles.
Faint.
Right.
All right, Brian.
Badusi.
So we did not do cups for novice, but we thought it would be worth tracking points and all that. So I'll hand it over to you, Brian.
Oh, geez. Okay. Everybody hear me?
Yep.
Right on. All right. Looks like third place in novice, Paul Nortness, one of our favorite goofballs. This might need another calculation. Coco, 10 points for second spot. Right on. Congratulations. And the winner of novice this year, our senior, Mr. Bennett. I think this fellow went through heart surgery last year. I think he's 79, 78 years old, 27 points. Absolutely dominated the season. We're glad he didn't fall off the stand. Good job, Gary. Formula. God, I enjoyed the hell out of this class. I only raced one time. I'm seeing Dave Hawley, 13 points. I understand it was just a drag out for a tie break, and our favorite Mochaccino dumpster jumper there, Donnie Banks there, he's tied for third. So he wins the tie break. So Dave McMullen winning 24 points. Dave McMullen, congrats on the season there, Formula One. Mini. All right, did we
Who
get
got third?
Russ Dyer, 21 points. Russ Dyer, Tim Cook, dang, also a tie break with 21 points. Tim, great job. You did good. Now, we need a recount here. Lyle Alfredo, 33 points for the win for the season. Our illustrious race commentator there, Lyle Alfredo, winning many. I think, but if we can take a moment here, I think Lyle had the no body clip rule on there. He couldn't let the speed poobs out of the car for fear that it would lose its mojo. But
Still
apparently it worked.
It's still sealed up for the summer, man. I ain't touching this shit.
You know what? Eventually it will catch fire and combust. But do what you need to do.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 shocks are a little queefy, but I'm gonna ride it
Oh,
out.
there was one. It was like XL and Valdez all over the carpet. So nice one. Stock TC. This should be a good one. I got a blank screen. Paul Norton is. Paul, again, double dipping, 3rd place there. Donnie Banks. God, Donnie. Someday you're going to have to step up and really. Who's the wee man? Wee man. That's got to be the horse jockey. That's got to be the. Hateful Christmas department store elf with 41 points. Way to go, Jesse. I know you did good work. I know you worked hard. You really, really had an impressive season this year. But Donnie, you can't let that little fella get away from it.
And you know, it ain't fair because Jesse can actually get in his car and drive it himself.
It's that first person view stuff, isn't it?
I don't think that shit really count. We're supposed to be on the driver's stand, and Jesse's actually out on the track driving in his car.
I know. Doesn't count.
No.
Stock 12. Okay, this I'll guarantee is going to need a recount. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. That was a beer. George, son of a gun. George really came on strong, and I got to hand it to George there. He really so 3rd place, George Stricken, 19 points. Oh, this just breaks my heart. But Todd Mason, 2nd spot, 29 points. Oh, I demand a recount. That can't be right.
Shut up, Bodine.
But you're gonna take it.
Yeah, that looks pretty solid. I think that's practically. Yeah, cheers to that guy. That guy's old.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I captured the season. Okay, cheers.
Suck on it.
Okay, USGT. These guys are a bunch of fun. So it was always fun to watch these guys. Jeff Johnson, 15 points. Still's got the best pass on Stewart I've ever seen in my life. Lyle Alfredo, 27 points for a 2nd spot. Lyle was ahead, up and down roller coaster. Stewart. How come we don't have a Mini Mason? Where's the rest of the fun midget cricket? There we go. 88 points. Dominating USGT. Way to go, Stewart.
Good job, Stewart.
Congrats, bud.
Thank you, Zaxi.
Yeah, and never once did they have a solder wire fail during the season that I'm aware of, unlike our illustrious leader.
Yeah, there was some bad welding there. What can I say? Shit happens.
Yeah, no, you can't stick wire together by snide remarks. So
Manufacturing tolerances.
Closing remarks. I don't know what the hell we want to say. I'm gonna go ahead and start. That's the only thing I could think of. Y'all motherfuckers need to wash your hands because that's important. But that's about all I got.
Can you guys hear me? Can I say something?
There you is.
Back.
Hey.
Sadly,
I had
we
to
can
download
hear
it on
you.
my phone. Hey, Donnie. Fuck you. Brian. Fuck you. Todd, you're all right.
Thank
Stuart,
you. Thank you.
You're only a little bit taller than I am. All right.
Were you taking notes? It's like you're coming in at the end, like fuck you, fuck you.
Wait, hang on. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, I didn't mean to flex on anybody or anything. I'm sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you see this?
I'll take a look. Stock touring, first
That's
place. All right. Hey, excellent season, everybody. This has been
Jesse,
awesome.
that bottle looks huge.
What?
That bottle looks huge.
It's just look. It's the angle of the camera. Okay. It's like, hate all of you, every one of you. Just a little more my.
It's a jumbo Corona.
No, excellent season, everybody. This has been a lot of fun. All things
It's a big
considered.
fucking bottle.
It's like something Donnie
Gotta
would
hate
whip
you
out.
all.
Yep. He's given up.
I've given up. That's it. Good season. Good job all around, everyone.
Nice job, Jesse.
And I'm looking forward to outdoor coming up here.
Yeah.
Alex.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say for now, the schedule holds. Yeah, it's still more than a month out, so I think there's every reason to believe that things will take a positive turn. That's what I'm going with. So
I think between SeaTac and Galaxy, we should have a pretty kick-ass outdoor season this year. I think something we can all look forward to. Between that and then Time Zone, it should be a damn good time.
I'm ready.
Yep.
Yep.
I think we all are.
I don't know about you fellas, but I've got a brand new touring car. The rumor is true. I will be racing modified touring car with you guys this summer. I'm not sure that I'm hitting every single weekend, but it's a true story. I'm spreading this rumor right now.
We about to
Have
go
you read the
modified
instruction manual?
You don't need one.
No, I got Jake with me. I'm going to leave the instruction manual at home. Jake has been helping me through this one here, and it's going to be remarkable. This is one of the most incredible builds I've ever worked on, and I'm glad I had this opportunity while we're down and out with this whole virus thing, because it's given me something to work on. It is. You guys ever build an Automatics? This is a particular challenge. So there's some really incredible machine work that's gone on in this car. I don't want to tout this company, but it's a pretty cool car. Also really hard to work on. So we'll see if I survive this experience. I know Corey kind of bailed out of it and said, man, this thing's hard to work on. And he's totally right. So let's see if this can get some more good work done this summer. So I'm looking forward to coming out what is it, May 2? May 2?
That's opening day.
The date. And honestly, guys, I'm looking forward to it. Actually, as long as that doesn't coincide with one of my shrimping dates. So I have to go. Nice. Well,
Nice push, Jesse.
No sweat. Just trying to make my mark.
better out than out.
Wow. And on that note,
Sounded
anything you want to wrap? Another burp or anything you want to tack on to that?
I've had 4 or 5 of them, but nobody's been able to hear a damn thing. Like I was holding that one out for like, I had to put it on my phone. I'm like, I've got like a tiny little screen on my phone. This is all I can get to work.
Tiny little screen. That thing's probably the size of your head. What are you talking
Fuck
about?
you, man. Also accurate.
My laptop screen is like you having your phone.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Something like that.
SeaTac will go off as scheduled, I think. So be ready for that.
It's going to be a good outdoor season. You know, it's
Yeah,
a
when do
weird
you guys
ending
start,
to the
John?
winter.
Yeah, when do you start, John?
Yeah.
It's a weird ending to the winter. I mean, we were going to do a March Madness race, like a one-day trophy race. We were all geared up. We got the trophies, the shirts, and everything. So we're going to set it up with a bang. In terms of Big Chill, we're kind of talking amongst ourselves, like if it's something we want to consider to change up, kind of like how Seattle had their kind of Can-Am and what was the other race?
ECC.
Emerald City Classic.
Yeah, ECC. So,
Yeah, ECC.
you know, the price of the Big Chill, we could pretty much do like 2 to 4 of those races. So depending on, you know, what we want to do, we can look into it further. But the Big Chill's been something that we really liked. It's been growing. The only thing is the venue price is going up. And all the other stuff. So we'll see.
Another fun race like the Big Chill. Sign me up, dude. That was fun. That was a good time.
It's in the air,
what
but
I hear you saying, what I hear you saying, John, is you guys might host 2 races at your home location instead of 1 big race at the Big Chill.
it's up for discussion. Yeah, we haven't made a decision. You know, we do love the Big Chill, but it is a lot of hauling back and forth in terms of bringing the track stuff out and back and set up, tear down. Yeah, so we'll see.
I really
I'm
like
sure.
it. I hope it'll make it. So
yeah,
I hope it will. I know Tim looks forward to coming up for it. Tim starts asking me right around June. We're going to the Chill, right? Sure. So we look forward to it.
With what we did this year, we were successful in doing the Chill and having a secondary, one-day trophy race kind of thing. So it wouldn't put it past us from doing it next year again, as long as the numbers are there. So
yeah, I'd like to actually. I haven't made it up for any of your outdoor races, so I'm hoping.
Come on up for those.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Lots of nitro.
Yeah, I like to make
decent stock, decent mod.
Actually, the Triple R Summer Challenge is a good race. That's another good one.
Yeah, it's on my calendar.
Yep.
On my calendar.
That's about it for me. Aside from, I love you guys, and I hope you all stay healthy and well.
Thank you, John.
Same.
You as well, buddy.
Sure. Take care.
Love you too, man.
Thanks. I love most of you guys. Those of you that I don't, you know who you are. So
You too. You too, buddy. Thank you too.
Yeah, get that food.
Anything else, Todd?
I got nothing, guys. It is good to see all your faces, though. Wish we were out racing, but I guess thank you, Kyle, for arranging this. It's a good effort.
It's
I
something.
appreciate it. Yeah, it's
Beats a kick
something,
in the
right?
dick, not racing. So here
It's
we are.
Better than a kick in the dick. So it's good to see you guys.
We are going to do it every day, right?
Yeah,
No.
right?
I'm not talking to Brian on how to get on this fucking Teams thing every day. Love you, but not that much.
Talk him through this process.
10 or 12 days in a row of doing this, he'll figure it out.
That's right. He knows how to do 3 things. He knows how to drive a 12 scale, paint apartments, and go fishing. That's it. That's
Okay,
it.
2 things.
Drink beer.
Yeah.
Drink beer.
That could be true. I was up fishing a chicken bone out of a gutter on a 4-story building this afternoon.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, luckily I didn't bounce off the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. So you still got to put, I'm going to race the shit out of this touring car. You guys are all going to regret it. And I'm bringing the barbecue. That's all I can say.
Boom.
I heard you and Lyle are bringing the paint and modified TC this year. So.
Oh, Christ. Is that true story, Kyle? Are you driving modified TC this summer?
I don't want to.
That's the exact reaction I was hoping for. That's all. Thank you,
I
Kyle.
don't fucking want to.
We
It was not
appreciate
fun.
It
I
was
want
fun
to see
for
Kyle
everybody
stand out in
else.
front of me so I can just wipe him off the track.
Yeah.
I don't need your help to get wiped off the track, Brian. I have
Yeah.
a problem.
I just
Well,
wanted
you
to
can
see
do your
Dukes of
tape
Hazzard
one or-
hit off the dome. Boom! Out into the grass.
God, we're stalled out on Jesse. So what does SC stand for when it comes up? Is that like short jockey or no short? What is that? What is SC?
Short Chihuahua? I have no idea. Fuck.
Small cack.
Shut up.
The opposite of Donnie.
Donnie's out of
I
here.
was gonna go there.
Okay.
All right. I think that's probably our cue to get the fuck out of here.
That closes it out and stuff. That puts the cap on it. That's about
You're the one that wanted to record this.
Yeah. This is going on YouTube, like it or not.
Straight to Life RC, baby. Look at these guys out there.
And you wonder why we can't get more people to join.
Yeah. Oh, no, you don't
No.
really. I really don't.
I don't wonder. I know.
All right.
Geez, I just don't understand if they have a Microsoft employee and a circus midget. I mean, really, isn't that all you need?
Hey.
Hey.
That's a good answer. You heard that one? Hi.
Canada.
All right, May 2nd, unless I'm fishing.
Oh my God! Look at Andrew. This has got to be good.
Oh, no, like Men on Film on like in living color. Hated it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, I'm ending it for real now.
Okay.
Talk to you guys later.
Ciao, guys.
Take
Much
care.
love from
Safe.
Vegas. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
See you guys.
Bye.
Take
Later.
care.